stick.
What is no longer serving me? It was working for me until it wasn't. I invite you to repeat that phrase and find out what in your life is no longer working for you. I want to stay in I statements because for me, this past about week and a half has been a clinic. Reconnect to the Wi-Fi. We're back. It has been a crash course in what's no longer serving me. So this was inspired watching the crows fly out by the ocean over here. And I started realizing, Halloween is tomorrow. And Halloween's all about like spookiness and the scary fear energy. And so how many things in my life is what I've been asking today, am I scared to let go of because they once protected me? What am I scared to let go of because it's actually not serving me? It once served me in the past, a pattern with women, a relationship to money, a self-image I had about myself. However, I'm finding out, sometimes painfully, that these older patterns and self-images I had generated not only are no longer serving me, they're actually disserving me. They're doing me a disservice because I imagine they might be holding me back. They might be limiting what I'm capable of. We've all heard about limiting beliefs in the personal development world. But until you actually identify one and feel it and realize that the way you think about yourself and your confidence and your belief in yourself, especially when it comes to finances, especially when it comes to your health, and especially when it comes to relationships, both community and romantic, you start to realize that what was once serving you isn't anymore. And that is so painful to realize. It can be so painful to realize. Sometimes it can be the most joyful thing to realize. It can be so easy. It can come from joy and pleasure and love. I've been there as well. However, those, for some reason, don't tend to stick. The painful ones stick. Osho talks about not dwell. Happiness has this lightness to it. It's somewhat shallow because it feels good and you're bubbly, but sadness has a depth. Osho talks about a depth in sadness. You go deep within. And you activate those self-healing and self-transforming powers that are actually dormant within all of us, I believe. I've come to know some in my life that were dormant inside me. Leadership, music, insight, my compassion, these are dormant gifts that I've awakened and cultivated over the past several years in my journey. But in order to meet those gifts, I had to release the patterns that were blocking me from them. An idea about how much I'm worth financially. An idea about the types of women that I would have as a lover. The idea about who my friend group is and who I look like and who knows me. These are patterns that I carried with me from Texas when I moved to California. For my journey, that was a big one, is releasing those limiting programs I installed in my childhood, in high school, and university, and realizing in a new friend group and in a new dynamic, especially in these amazing transformative communities I've been part of in California, wow, these patterns worked until they didn't. And recognizing that and letting it drop off, shaking it off, releasing it so you don't sink in the river of life, not holding the stone. Not holding the stone. Will you swim or will you hold on to the stone? This is another one of my mantras. So I want to share this idea with you because it's been super present today and I just had a moment where it's like, I got to express this. And I invite you to do the same for your life. And I wish that for you, that you may let go of what no longer serves you, recognize what isn't working. What isn't working anymore? Can you let it go? Can you drop it like a hot coal? Or will you hold it and be burned? Happy Monday, happy Lunas, happy Moon Day. I love you all. I wish you well this week. Happy Halloween. Signing off from Mystic Manor.